It has been nearly 3 weeks since Hurricane Helene began its devastating march across the southeast, killing at least 230 people.
High-level media podcasts.
Of residents still don't have power, and many still don't have access to clean running water. In fact, yesterday we spoke with one resident, a single mom, who says she's actually resorting to a nearby creek and pulling water out of that creek using gallon-sized jugs, bringing it back to her home to flush the toilets. But that is just one of many hardships that she's facing right now.
Just utter devastation.
Brad and Carrie Wright's lives changed in a split second.
It just doesn't feel real.
3 weeks ago, torrential rains from Hurricane Helene caused a mudslide and flooding that tore through Brad's childhood homestead in Fairview, North Carolina, a place his family spent 80 years building up.
Nowhere has the storm's impact been more destructive than in western North Carolina, where entire communities were swept away, thousands remain without power, and search crews continue to hunt for at least 80 people who are still unaccounted for.
It took 10 days to find all the bodies. Now, just memories of the couple, 82-year-old Daniel and 81-year-old Evelyn Wright, are left behind.
Information and the false reports that continue to run rampant in this community and practically nationwide, and a lot of these residents are saying that they're really having to cut through that misinformation that they're finding on social media, but they're also concerned about their workers as well.
And we're still working to try to identify those people that are still missing or unaccounted for. And as we do that, then we are doing targeted searches in specific areas where the high probability that we might be able to locate any of the victims. Obstructions down the watersheds through the river valleys from flooding. We had significant damage there throughout the watersheds as it took out the sides of the hills. When you're looking in flat lands and you have flooding, the water rises up and it just inundates an area with slow moving water or no moving water. In the mountains and the watersheds, as that water comes up.
To North Carolina last week, digging through the debris.
Piles 20, 30 feet tall, and just things that were there at one point were totally gone, to the point where you're like, am I even standing in the right place?
And helping their family members who survived while their Montana community rallied behind them.
I know it seems so far away, living here in Montana, but it's really not.
We also had significant landslides that occurred in the ridges as well. Due to the rains and the unstable ground that we had, that land to dislodge and start down the hill. Once it starts down the hill, it takes everything in its path, homes, cars, forest, everything through that until it comes to a stopping point.
We're left caring for these families who have lost everything.
A family going through so much loss.
And it's going to be a long road and a long process.
Is to remain in the thoughts and prayers of the people across the United States. That's the greatest thing used right now. But the biggest thing that we are facing is the infrastructure that we have lost. The power companies have done a significant job in Western North Carolina in restoring the power. Responders have done a significant job throughout the communities in supporting each individual that are gone. Many roadways are built along sides of the riverbanks, and those riverbanks, as they flooded, they took out those roadways, and it's going to take quite a while to build that up. I know a lot of people are looking, they want to do something, they want to give.